What's going on, y'all? Welcome and welcome back. I'm DA, and this is my channel. Go ahead, like this video and subscribe if you want more content like this, what you're about to get. In this video, I want to talk about what is the essence of spirituality and what's the big deal about it anyway. Let me start by saying that nothing you do, nothing at all, makes you a spiritual person. I don't care how many times a week you meditate. I don't care how many retreats you've gone to. I don't care how many medicine journeys you've taken. I don't care how many shamans you've sat with, how many drum circles you've facilitated. I don't care how many stones you have, how many times you've charged your moon water underneath a full eclipse. It does not make you spiritual. Now, I might be stepping on somebody's toes very early in this video, and that's okay. But the fact of the matter is this: the very fact that you exist makes you spiritual. What I'm saying is the same thing that hundreds, if not thousands of others have said before this moment. I'm just simply here to remind you that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Now, all the kerfluffle and the static comes up when we forget this fact and we believe that we are humans, and that at times we do spiritual things. Yes, the spiritual things we do may point us in the direction of our spiritual nature, but they don't give us our spiritual nature. None of the external things that we do, none of what we read, none of who we listen to, none of that makes us or gives us our spirituality. Our spirituality is innate, and it is a part of who we are. It's a matter of remembering that, so that the life that we then live is the best life possible. The life that we live would be the best version of ourselves. The benefit of spirituality, some people believe, gives them power. Power over the forces of nature, power over forces in their life that they once felt out of control with. Some believe that, doing deep spiritual work will heal their inner wounds and their internal traumas, and will help them release the baggage and things that they've carried. Now, will it for some people? Yes. Will it for others? No. Because the essence of who you are never changes. The essence of who you are isn't the one that needs to work. As a spiritual being, you're unharmable. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can hurt your feelings. It's the ego that wants the healing. It's the shadow that needs the work. This other part of us that we live with, right? So what's the point and the purpose of spirituality? How does one live a spiritual life? Very simply, being spiritual or living a spiritual life is being in touch and in contact with that part of us that recognizes that this existence, that this experience of life is not totally and completely in this material world. It's living life with the understanding that life is more. Life is beyond the right now. So how does one get in touch with that spirituality, that spiritual side of themselves? It's getting grounded in who you are. It's learning to be with you and you alone. This is why meditation is so powerful. Getting quiet and learning to be in the silence and in the stillness of your being. Learning and coming to understand who exactly and what you really are. That's the essence of spirituality. Because when you know who and what you are, you recognize the connectedness that you share with every other thing in your world, with every other person in the existence that you share. It's so funny because people will look to do deep spiritual work because they believe that it will make their lives better. And it will. But have you ever been around somebody who said, man, I got to do this past life regression, or I got to have this work done so I can heal this wound and this trauma that my mother inflicted on me in a past life when she was my second cousin, and she stole the amulet of Zenthar from me when we were both in the king's court in 3rd century China. Okay, that might be important. I don't want to discount it. And it doesn't have much to do with your life right now. Because your life in this moment is the effect of every decision and every choice that you have made up to now in this lifetime. I'm not saying that karmic baggage doesn't exist. I'm not saying that there aren't karmic debts to be paid off or anything like that. Don't get it twisted. What I am saying is, though, that this life, that the choices you have made today and yesterday are what's creating your tomorrows. So yes, do the work. If it helps you feel good and feel better and do better, great. But that's not what makes you spiritual. That's not what helps give you the life that you're looking for. It's not what brings the joy and the happiness that you're after. You already have that. You already are that. That is the point of being. Okay, let me say this. I believe that you, me, and the trees are unique expressions of an infinite consciousness on a cosmic journey experiencing itself. It's just a long way of saying that you and I and everything else are made of the same stuff, the same spiritual, non-physical stuff. And so the more we get in contact with that part of us, the part of us that is, all that is, the more joy, the more peace, the more abundance that we will experience, because we recognize that none of those feelings are tied up in our external environment. Every single thing outside of us cannot bring us the peace that we are. No amount of money and no amount of stuff can give you the abundance that you are. No spouse, no partner, I don't care how many sexual partners you have had. No other individual can give you the love that you are. It's all already inside of you. You are it. If there was one thing I wanted you to get from this message and hearing me in this video, when it comes to like the essence of spirituality, it is recognizing that you're already there. Wherever there is for you, you are there now in this moment. Yeah, you might look around and you say, I don't feel like it, or this part of my life is jacked up and I still have to heal this and I have to get over this trauma and do that. Do all the work you want. And when you're ready, recognize that you're already home. Because the more in touch and the more in contact you are with who you are and with what you are, the easier it becomes to live in the highest version of you. The easier it becomes to express the highest version of yourself. One of the things I'm about and one of the things I work with people on is helping them express that higher self that wants to express through us. Because each and one of us, we can think about different goals and things that we want to accomplish, different dreams we want to have happen, right? And there's something deep inside of us that wants to get out. There is a part of us, there's something inside of us that wants to give to the world through one or several means. And it's up to us to get the crap out of the way so that that part of us can shine. And it doesn't need to take a long process. It doesn't need to take a trip to the Himalayas to go meditate. That would be fun. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that whatever you need to do to unlock what you feel like needs to be unlocked, do it. And recognize that right now you can make a choice. You can make a choice right now to be the most loving being there has ever been to walk the face of the earth. And the only reason that you feel like you wouldn't be able to is because of the past conditioning and experiences that you feel like tell you who you can and can't be. Sweetheart, it's all a choice. It's all made up. None of it matters. Well, it's not that it doesn't matter. But you have a choice in the matter. So as you look to become more spiritual, more enlightened, and more in touch with the one, recognize it's already you. You are it right now. And the essence of spirituality is simply walking in that. It's being that expression of love now. It's about being that channel, that bridge between heaven and earth right now. And if you want to do all that work, fine, have fun. I enjoy meditation. I enjoy, talking about, past life experiences. I enjoy sharing tea and talking to energy and chakras and all the stuff, I was hyped when I found this little tiger's eye chain, this little necklace, right? I'm with it. But none of this stuff, none of the extraness makes us or gives us the spirituality that we are. We are spirit. This material stuff, like the 3D, these spacesuits, that's all they are. Everything born in time ends in time. Everything that has a beginning has an ending. One thing that we experience day in and day out that doesn't have a beginning and won't have an end is the consciousness that we are. The expression of love and joy and abundance and peace that we are. We already got it. We are it. It's just waiting for you to recognize it and live in it. Till the next time.